questions about the ways that we can apply for getting the endorsement letter for Innovator Founder Plan. And based on that, I come up with the idea to make a video explaining the full process and show that what is the whole practically stages that should be implemented and done. So let's go for it. The first thing is that you would be easily searching list of all endorsing bodies for Innovator Founder Visa, and the most reliable link is the gov.uk list, and you will see exactly that there are at the moment, when you go to their website, you will see that there are right now 4 different organizations that would be responsible for evaluating. In case that you are practically a new business, you would be dealing mostly with the first 3 ones. So Investors, UK Endorsing Services, Innovator International. And in case that your business is, let's say, a successful business in your country and you are planning to relocate to UK, you can use the GEP plan. And the good thing about GEP plan is that it doesn't need to, you do not need to pay any fees for endorsement. But on the other side, the business should be much more mature, and you should be able to prove that the business is making a good amount of money. So let's imagine that we are going to be dealing with the cases like Envestors Limited. That is the first one in the list. The first step that you have to do, okay, for sure you are logged out, so you have to come and you have to make a profile for yourself. Account for yourself. The first stage is making an account, and the next stage is that you would be able to make a profile for yourself. In the profile part, there are a lot of different information that I will be going to explain it part by part. But the most important fact is that you will have a profile. You will have something which is called a status. You have to attach a series of documents in order for you to know exactly what are the documents. You should add the CV, the business plan, pitch deck, professional qualification related to the business that you are going to implement, employment history, postgrad and undergrad certificates, a headshot, a photo of yourself, KYC AML form. That is a part of form that you will be downloading and filling in the form. The BRP, visa documents. These are the documents related to your residency status, and previous endorsement if you've already had the endorsement from other endorsing bodies or from the previous startup plans, or if you are an active startup working in UK market, which was already endorsed by, let's say, legacy endorsing bodies. At that time, they were mostly incubators. So you can apply based on that, and also some other documents that case to case you may need to provide it. In some cases, you can add your patents that you have, or the research articles that you have, or anything in that regards. So as you see here, any of these documents, should be uploaded and should be prepared. Later on, we will talk about the documents that you need and how should you come up with that. The next stage is that you have to make the endorsement fee for investors. For all of them, it's £1,000. So you should be able to make the payment. The payment can be done online, or you can send it to their bank account. And also, if you need some additional packages that normally for the first stage, it's not recommended, you can get some support and some services like Startup Boost services, Growth Pro, or a Scale X. That these are the other additional non-mandatory fees that you can pay in order to receive some kind of supports from these bodies, but there is no need for making any payment for these cases. Finally, you are going to put your practically address and the information about the communications and so on. So this is the first part. But for the information that we need for the profile part, okay, let's go into detail and let's see that what are the main information that we need. So on one side, you have to define that what is your management team and who are these people. You will also be providing the information that who introduced this endorsing body to you, and also the term of businesses. So you can see different definitions here. That okay, these are the term of use of their platform, the payment terms, that how much should be paid. Also, how much is the monthly payment? So initially, for example, for this case, for investors, you can see that the payment is £1,000 plus VAT. If you are living in UK, should be paid to them. For after 12 months, there would be a checkpoint, 500 plus VAT. 24 months, there would be a payment, 500 plus VAT. At the end of year 3, also, you have to be paying £1,000 plus VAT. and which is totally 3,000. And also the other terms related to the services that you can receive, also the confidentiality of the information and so on, practically will be given to you. In case that you are looking for something like advisors or non-executive advisors to get some chairmen to handle the business for you, or because of any reasons you need to have some additional founders, they are going to charge you this amount, £9,500. That would be practically the service fees. So also, they will provide you with the supports in raising fund. And this raising fund, they charge you 6% or £9,500 for finder fees, whatever which is bigger. And also the interim management can be done by this company. But in this case, we are not going to, be needing anything other than the one that, we already talked about. Okay, let's go back and let's see that what are the other fields and what are the other information that you need. Okay, you should be looking for that the business information, how the business is working, the skills required, tractions that you have, what makes your business, scalable, what are the main problems that you are solving, what is the growth strategy that you have, and what is the funding structure that you have, and what is the budgeting that you have for the first year. These are the main information that you would be needing. What is the process for making this practically whole documents ready? We have a 25-stage process for preparation of that. The first stage, start with a business model evaluator process. In that, you will be given a series of checklists by which we will know exactly that what is your background and what is the eligibility of your business or the business that you will be involved in order to be able to use the incentives of investors or any other, innovator, founder, endorsing bodies. Then, based on that, we will have some initial canvas. This canvas would be based on the Lean framework. So if you're familiar with the Lean framework, that is somehow based on that. We will try to find exactly the sources of innovation through our Blue Ocean strategy, framework. And the Blue Ocean strategy framework is something that we would be looking at your service, your competitors in the market, and we will see that, okay, what are the places that are not touched by your competitors? After that, we will have the validation framework. For the investors, it is, very important, and also for endorsing bodies. It's very important to be sure that, your business is something which is validated. Yeah, so you have enough clients, you would have enough partners, you would be able to, sell enough of your products or services in order to be able to be successful. So validation framework is the next stage. We will check the business models of the competitors that you have. One of the main sources of innovation may be on the business model. So in many cases, the product is the same, the process is the same, but the way that you are making money out of that product would be different. And this would be also a source of innovation and scalability. After that, we will go for the customer journey map. We will see exactly that how the customers will find you and how are they going to be dealing with you. Industry analysis, TAM, SAM, SOM analysis. These are the parts that will be done in the next stage. TAM, SAM, SOM, or market sizing, parameters. After that, we have to have initial traction analysis. So we have to prove that there are some tractions on your business. Financial projections. I have some practically mainly. It is a process that you need to, depending on the type of the business, you need to provide in order to prove that everything is working well, and let's say the cash inflow is much more than the cash outflow, at least in the projections. Otherwise, the business would not be successful. So this is another process that we have to be doing. A staffing plan is something that we should be able to assure the investors that if the business is scaling, how many new staffs we are going to get and so on. Pitch deck, business plan report, SWOT, PESTEL, and team analysis, operational plans, customer force interview, sales plan, valuation, pitch deck final design, business plan parts, technical due diligence, legal due diligence, term sheet format, marketing, implementation. And OKR and KPIs are the 25 different stages that should be done for finalizing and providing to any of the investors. So these are the full documents that you may need. And in order for you to be successful, the process is not very complex as long as you have the knowledge of the business, as long as you have a little bit of knowledge of, let's say, finance. So yeah, that would not be very complex. But at the end of the day, it is something that you may need, let's say, full support. from a person or a company that can help you with it. And in that case, I believe that we can easily help you with getting the result. So thank you, and I hope that the video was clear enough to you.